Grade 6, Chapter 9, What Happened to the Reptiles? Solution, Summary and Question Answers. What happened to the reptiles? Summary. Prem lived in a village. Last year, something terrible happened there. The people of the village went mad. They started fighting with one another. Many houses were burnt. Many people were killed. So Prem ran away from his village. He ran a long time and finally reached Pambupatti. He saw some villagers standing near the well. He ran to them. Before he could say something, he fainted. When he opened his eyes, he found himself with an old man. Soon other villagers also came to him. They were all very kind. Prem said to the old man that he had never seen such a village in his life. His village was very different. At all other villages, he had seen people fighting in the name of religion or language. At Pambupatti, people lived in peace and cared for each other's welfare. Thus, Pambupatti was different from any other village. At this, the old man told Prem a story. He said that Prem should tell the story in his own village when he reached there. At this, Prem protested. He was determined not to return to his village. The behavior of his villagers made him burn with shame. The old man, however, told his story. It happened a long time ago. Children lived in caves with their parents. As for animals, there were only reptiles. Every month, the reptiles of Pambupatti had a big meeting. The president of these meetings was Makara, the biggest crocodile of the forest. Since it was the strongest, every reptile agreed with what he said. Now, one day, Makara sent a letter to tortoises. He asked them not to come to the next meeting. A tortoise named Ahiste was very angry at it. Yet, none of the tortoises had the courage to attend the meeting. Before the meeting, Makara polished his teeth red so that they sparkled. At the meeting, he said that the forest didn't need tortoises. When some reptile tried to show his disagreement, Makara shouted to silence him. He said that the tortoises were stupid and slow. They were stupid enough to carry their houses on their back. Then he announced that he had given tortoises 1 week to leave the forest. So the tortoises had to go. At first, all the animals were sad, but soon thereafter they were happy because there was now more food, more water, and more space for them. After a few days, a smell of rot began to fill the forest. A month passed by. Now it was the turn of the snakes to be ordered out. Again, for a while, the animals were happy because they had now no fear of a snake bite. A few days passed, and the animals found that there were too many rats about them. After all, there were no snakes to eat them. The rats ate up the eggs of lizards and crocodiles. They chewed up even Makara's own nest of eggs. Then Makara had another idea. He asked every animal except the crocodiles to leave the forest. Now all kinds of awful things began to happen. The rats became bolder, and now there were too many frogs as well. With the lizard gone, there were now millions of insects, bigger and nastier than ever. It was a bad time for crocodiles. They could not understand what had happened to their happy forest home. Then the crocodiles understood the real problem. They were no longer so afraid of Makara. They sent urgent messages for the tortoises, snakes, and lizards to come back to Pambupatti. It was a great day when all of them came back. In 2 months, the forest was back to normal. Now Prem decided to return to his village and tell the story to his villagers. Some of them may laugh, yet they may remember one day and understand that each of us has a place in the world. So far, the welfare of his village. Prem wants to tell the story of reptiles to the people of his village. Now, answer the following questions. First question is, in what way is Pambupatti different from any other village? While the people in other villages clashed with one another, people of Pambupatti lived in peace. They did not fight in the name of religion or language. In this way, Pambupatti is different from any other village. Why is Prem determined not to return to his village? Prem had left his village and when the people had gone mad. They set the houses on fire and killed one another. So Prem was determined not to return to his village. Third question is, why did Makara dislike tortoises, snakes, and lizards? Write a line about each. Makara disliked tortoises because they were slow and stupid. They even carried their houses on their backs. He disliked snakes because they were slimy and they made funny noises. Makara hated lizards because they were undependable because they changed color. Fourth question, what went wrong when tortoises, snakes, and lizard left the forest? There came a tough time. The forest got filled with foul smell of rotting fruits and fishes in the absence of tortoises. Rats multiplied in the absence of snakes, and without lizards, there were millions of insects in the forest. Fifth question, why do you think Prem wants to tell the story of the reptiles to the people of his village? The people of Prem's village had gone mad. They fought with one another in the name of religion. The story of Pambupatti gave the message of peace and coexistence. It underlined the importance of living together. So Prem wanted to carry that message to his own village. Sixth question, do you agree that it is difficult not to go along with someone who is very strong and powerful? Express your views frankly and clearly. It is true that the common people are peace loving and weak. They live in constant fear of the strong and powerful. It is human nature to go with the strong, to be on the safe side. But the people also stand up against the bully when they are driven to the wall. They take up arms and fight the enemy successfully. If you were a baby crocodile, would you tell Makara that he was wrong? What would you say to convince him? As a baby crocodile, I have a privilege to oppose my parents boldly. I would tell the elders that this world is a common property of all living creatures. To convince my dad, Makara, that he is wrong, I will give him a couple of reasons. First, it is the duty of the strong to protect the weak and not to harass them. And the second one, this earth is not the sole property of any one person or animal. All are interdependent. Together, they make this earth a place worth living. Now, extra questions, short answers. What was it that made Prem leave his village? The communal riots in his village made life unsafe in the village. The people went mad, burnt houses, and killed one another. So Prem left his village for good. What surprised Prem in Pambupatti village? Second question. Prem had seen people in his village fighting in the name of religion or language, but in Pambupatti there was no violence, not even tension. People lived in peace. They also cared for the welfare of even strangers. This was something surprising for Prem. Third question. What happened to the reptiles in the forest once? The reptiles in the forest included crocodiles, snakes, turtles, and lizards. Makara, being strong and selfish, drove all other reptiles out. He got rid of turtles, snakes, and lizards one by one. But this created the problem of frogs and rats and insects. Fourth question. How did the forest become normal and peaceful again? It was a terrible time for the crocodiles. A small crocodile pointed out what had gone wrong. They knew that Makara was not only that strong and right, They called all their reptile friends back to Pambupatti. Their arrival marked the beginning of normal and peaceful life again in the forest. Now, long answers. Narrate the story of the reptile as told by Zay Whittaker. Whittaker is the author of the story, not more than 80 words. Prem was a native of a village far from Pambupatti. Communal riots broke out and Prem left the village. He walked on, got free lift. He reached Pambupatti. There, an old man told him a tale of reptiles, snakes, crocodile, lizards, and turtles. Makara, the biggest crocodile, was a master of the forest. He became selfish and vain. He managed to get rid of all the cobras and other reptiles. As a result, the forest was infested with rats. Awful things happened. The reptiles were welcomed back to strike balance. The second question: what is the story underlying messages or advice to the readers? Do you also support the author's view? The story of the reptiles is a myth, but it has a moral and a message. This world belongs to all sorts of creatures. Together, they keep a balance. Every kind of creature serves a useful purpose. It is sad that man is trying to kill all the species and rule over the world like a dictator. This is certainly not practicable or in his own interest. Our motto should be to live and let live. Thank you.